Shalom, Mishbocha's family. We want to welcome you into our live stream today. It is Monday. I know it's kind of unusual to have a stream on Monday, but I wanted to touch base with you where we are in the midst of this coronavirus thing here in Ohio. The state is actually shutting down this evening, and I wanted just to give you an encouraging message to know that Adonai is still with you. He's still with us, and just to give you a word, what's rolling around in my spirit in this day that we're in. I have really felt led as I'm watching the people in our society. People are freaking out. They're running into the grocery stores and they're buying everything, which is a good thing. I'm glad that they have some supplies, but they're using some wisdom. But we are a people that are called not to fear. Fear not. And so we really don't know what the end of all this is going to be. But we do know this, that if Adonai is for us, who can be against us? And that greater is he that's in us than he that's in the world. So I want to encourage you with that today. We don't have to be afraid. For the world, they have a right to be afraid. Things are coming if you read in the book of Revelation. But for the believer, we're called to lift up our heads. Psalm 140 says that he covers our head in the day of battle. He's our strength and he's our salvation. There's no coincidence that he led us and led me to teach on Psalm 91 for the last 4 to 5 weeks. And I would encourage you to go back, re-listen to those messages, send those messages to your friends, share them, and let's get the good news of Messiah. You know, for such a time as this, we are here, placed upon the earth for such a time as this. I've been speaking to a friend of mine who's very prophetic from Worcester, Ohio, and he shared something with me that really corresponded with my spirit. And so I wanted to share that with you today. And I want to read to you first the scripture in Romans. We're going to go to Romans 8. I want you to see verse 16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Elohim, of God. He goes on to say in verse 18, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waits for the manifestation of the sons of God." Scripture is very clear that this earth, this whole earth is waiting for the revelation of the sons and daughters of the Most High to be revealed. Now, what does that mean? I believe that everything that has been hidden away, the sons and daughters of the Most High, just like Esther was hidden away and brought out, just like Mordecai and who his identity was, hidden away, brought out there. I think that we as a people of Adonai are going to be revealed as to who we are, that the glory of Messiah is going to be so strong upon us and within us in these days to come. There will be no doubt who you belong to and who our master is. And so I want to encourage you with that. Yeshua said it too in the good news of Messiah, in the Basar, in the Gospels, in Luke 8, verse 17, "For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open." In other words, everything that is secret is going to be revealed. And we've talked about the Am Segula, the people of Adonai who are hidden away. But remember, in Am Segula, that treasured possession is also brought forth at some specific time. And so I see, and this is what's rolling around in my spirit, that we're coming to a point in time where the glory of Mashiach is going to be so strong upon us and within us that we'll be walking into places and people will get healed. We'll be able to lay hands on the sick and we'll see them all recovered. I think we're going to see the dead raised. I think we're going to see some amazing times ahead. There's only one thing that we need to be aware of: no fear. Adonai spoke to my spirit today and said this, that fear will negate or short circuit that process. The only way that process is not going to happen to the believer is if the believer is walking in fear. Now, of course, we're going to walk in his word. We're not going to be rebellious. I think those times are done. I think this Pesach season, there's something to be said about this Passover season where the line is going to be drawn and the sons and daughters of the Most High are going to be seen on the right side, that He has a plan for his people, folks. I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to fear. Your fear will negate your blessings. So walk in this season of obedience, this season of blessing, and be encouraged. The righteous are as bold as a lion. How many lions do I have out there? I hope that we have a lot of lion-hearted people out there. So be the sons and daughters of the Most High. No fear. I want to encourage you, reach out to those around you, make phone calls if you can't get out of your house. Keep your mind occupied upon the Word. Remember, watch what you speak. You speak the Word, and you stand strong for the Messiah. And watch what He does in His bride in this season. I have a feeling that when it's all said and done, and when we come through this on the other side, no matter what that looks like, His glory is going to be seen within His people. I want to encourage you with that word today. I also want to sound the shofar over you today. So I'm going to ask if you receive that word. You say, Rabbi, I receive that word today. I want you to stand right where you're at, and I want to sound the shofar over you. And I'm going to believe that Messiah is going to touch you and encourage you in the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Shalom in Yeshua.